I am the police. And that is a dish soap with cheese next to it. What
My morning
the
ritual was plagued by the smell of Vicus Vargas' fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vicus was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Who is the ranch?
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real. The sound of the engine was real. The dust was real enough, too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky. I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack. But not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the $500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster Maurice Bell when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vickis Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack, and I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it, and call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
Well, shit here, boys. We got something to think about. And of course, it's a decision. Not like they could actually give us any background. I do like this imagery, though. This imagery is very interesting. It shows, the old knight on his old trusted warhorse, swinging his grandfather's sword, and the new upstart with just a wooden stick with a sharp pointy bit, ready to spring into action. Now, personally, I'll go for Vickis Varga. I like him as an agent of chaos. I like him because he's completely unpredictable, completely unknown, and he just walked up to me and wrote his phone number on my hand like some whore at a bar. Now, Christopher Sand, on the other hand, he comes off as a man who knows some things. For example, say I was a police chief who spent a whole career being honest. This whole speech about hunting probably would have gotten to me. Probably would have been pretty close to the mark, all things considered. Now, an old man, his wife leaves him. He's got a tatter of a career left. Not really much to live for. Perfectly honest, but he still has his goals. And this is his last chance to achieve them. This is the last sprint, the final mile. And in that final mile, would an old man really go for such an unknown, such an unstable character as Vickis Varga? A man who sends fruit baskets. because they contain no message, versus a man who sends a scarecrow with a knife in his eye and expects you to know what it means. I've had a dream of Christopher Sand having me killed and killing 4 of my finest officers on A shift. So I'm definitely weary of him at this point. But I do not see myself hopping onto the winds of change. I'm too old for this shit. I just want to retire. And I just wanted to stay clean. But apparently, that is not going to be an option. I have to get my hands dirty. And if I have to get them dirty, then it might as well be for somebody that I know can clean them afterwards. This is why people vote for the incumbent, folks. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a old man on Social Security voting for the incumbent. Now let's see what happens. There's some sounds going on.
Tell him it's Boyd.
My son came down with a serious illness. Sure, go home. I don't need you. Come on, Taylor Williams. You're not Taylor Swift. You don't get to go home. Not tonight, not tomorrow night, not any night. There it is, the catalog. Old Ludwig van. Yes, I want to buy that. This train. Sure, why not? Why not? Oh, this one's on sale. We have to get that. Okay. So that's not available yet. This is, though. Beautiful. Alright. So we finally figured out how to get some new music into this game. And let's go ahead and listen to our good old Shrinkomacologist. And take in some of the old ultra violence. So beautiful, boys. There's my $1,200. Tomorrow is the day. Well, he's at home, so nothing bad's gonna happen to him. I promise you that. Yes, I do. Ludwig van, what a champion of the people. It would be a crime to talk over that, boys. That was beautiful.
412A in progress.
Christ almighty. Well, let's send the paddy wagon. We don't need the SWAT. We'll go ahead and send the ninja, the ninjet, and probably Asano. Here, in the meantime, over here, we will go ahead and send Taylor Williams, the rising pop star. Oh, come on. There's the reinforcement request. Beautiful. Let's send Purdy as reinforcements. Let's hit the dog with a taser. We will borrow the girl's bicycle. Taylor Williams on a girl bicycle. That's so fitting. You have no idea. There is a bearded man in a hat. Well, this calls for the old Yancey Jorgensen SWAT combination. They've been proven to achieve quite a few things in their time, boys. And I'm sure that this is not the last thing that they will achieve. We have 3 days until we can request something, and I think we've been on good enough terms with City Hall that they will grant said request. That is, of course, subjective, but my subject feels very active. The paddy wagon, what a beaut. What a fucking beaut. Go Team Kochi. There is an attempted murderer here. Well, this sounds like a job for Taylor Williams, the pop star of the 2020s. Let's see what happened with this homicide here. Of course, it's Yancey and the Jorg. Come on. Non-automatic weapons. They couldn't be that harmful on the street. They really couldn't be. Oh, dude, this music. So amazing. So amazing, boys. Press the video so you can hear it. The girl was injected with normal painkillers. It was a false alarm for Taylor Williams to respond to. Well, if anyone's got a false alarm, it's definitely Taylor Williams. You know what I mean? Ooh, there's a 10-11 in progress at Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. Well, we no longer have the SWAT, but there is a suspicious black bag, which should call for us sending everybody that sucks at life, and Purdy, who also sucks at life. So let's be real, we just send everybody that sucks at life. That's alright. Between the Purdy Asano and the William Taylors of the world, I think we got a pretty firm grip on that little slippery bastard, don't you? Don't you think, boys? This is out of control. This whole city. There's something moving inside the bag. Oh, let's open the bag. Probably a dog. Well, nothing happened, so I think that was the right call, boys. Bombs don't move, they vibrate. Remember that. And they don't tick either, and they definitely don't beep. That's the thing, you gotta watch out for the vibrating luggage. That's how the modern bomb makers do it. Call that an end to a day of lovely Ludwig van. Oh, what glory. Oh man. I think we might have to have another day of Ludwig van, boys. The Francis Kendrick won't succeed Jack Boyd. Yeah, no shit, he's been dead. They strung him and his whole family up from a chandelier. Does nobody remember this? Nobody? Nobody remember this? 0 people? Okay. But we're gonna finance a desk. Oh, shit. Boys, we got a dance festival coming up. Better start working on my square steppers. Little. She's in intensive care. Oh, fuck me. Fine, you can go. Fuck off, zombie Vandal. You're a zombie, you don't get to take days off from work. We, in the meantime, will put on a little bit of the old... No. Where did he go? Nope, that's not it. Where is he? Where is he? Come on. There he is. Old Ludwig van. Some moloko at the Karova. Couple of weeks from now, only one family will rule the city. Aye. Good job. Woo! We did it, boys. That was a tough one. Alright, we're not gonna kill anybody quite yet. I think it's a little early to be killing people. We got 2 days until we can request some reinforcements. Let's check out the labor market. Nothing. Jack and shit. Well, there's only one man that we know for sure can deal with for faggots, and that's Love Ass. Now, we should probably go ahead and send Chodovich with him. I think they would be the two most experienced officers for this kind of a call. Oh, beautiful, the Sands need help. Well, I got your help right here. I got a bunch of hillbilly hicks that are all sorts of down for fighting. And they definitely love partying, I'll tell you that much. Oh, what do we have here? A hit and run at the city center. Oh my god. I think that E.O. Doradicist should go ahead and lead that with her barren sand crypt drifting between her nether regions. Oh, Chodovich. Why? Why, Chodovich? Why'd you have to do it? Alright. Well, Chodovich got killed by a fucking faggot killer, which seems appropriate enough. Unfortunately, Love Ass got a little bit of a demotion off of that. Oh, they need someone. They need somebody to remind them? Well, somebody's on the job. I tell you what, Sand. Alright, we started the hit and run investigation and we'll see what comes of it. Hopefully something good and juicy. Maybe an actual crime family that I can take down. Some gang warfare that I can take on. Since I got screwed out of that other one. Here's a massacre. Oh, this over a Diet Coke? Oh, come on, boys. Alright, well, anybody knows anything, it's Mary, who loves ass, for the Wincest. I think that's about the right response to somebody hating Diet Coke and fat people, boys. Send the skinniest bastards we got at them. Coming, coming, done it, 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 done it. Oh, lovely. Just lovely. This is what I'm talking about here. This is the kind of police force that I like to run. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody's got a handle on things. We're controlling the city nice and good. We're not letting things run too low, run too high. This is what I say. I am the police. That's what you're gonna get, boys. City that runs like no other. Now, this is gonna call for Robin Hood and Zombie Vandal. Ooh, do we need anything else? An armored truck. Armored truck, you know who loves ass and Mary? Armored trucks love ass and Mary. Let's go, boys. We're gonna keep somebody around for Wincest to play with. And there is a dump going on here. Well, if there's anything that knows something about dumps, it's Team Wincest over here. They grew up in one, they should know all about it. Goodwin and Grant, boys. GG, no re. The blowtorch won't work. You need to use dynamite. Nah, shoot the robber. hide behind the patrol car and fuck them up, boys. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, Zombie Vandal. You unkillable. Ooh. Plus, I'm guessing the SWATicals definitely helped on that one. If you're getting into a shootout, you definitely want the SWATicals on your side. I ain't gonna arrange a marriage for you, alright? Damn, we need reinforcements at the dump. Well, quick, send somebody. What if you could send the paddy wagon as reinforcement? That'd just be the most BAMF reinforcement ever, just like a car rolls up. Stop! Here's a car where we're gonna keep you prisoner in. You definitely don't want to be there. Okay, well, what am I gonna do? What is this? Okay, so the dudes get into a car. The dudes are driving. And they hit a trash can? Well, I'm still missing a frame, so I assume I'm gonna have to spend another day on this. I don't have enough. I don't have enough, boys. I needed more. No, he escaped. Somebody, you were the shittiest reinforcement ever. You're the worst somebody. I needed a someone and not a somebody. Just make sure Stan stays ahead. Wow, okay. That's a tough customer. We're up 2-0, bro. To love. Do we declare Chodovich dead? I think we declare Chodovich dead. I think Chodovich did die. It was a short and stocky life that he lived. Very sad to see him go. And with that, boys, I think we're gonna leave you till next time in I Am the Police.